Hello, and welcome to 1999. You're back in the Matrix. Well, not really. Okay, it's 2018, and today I want to go over this fun phone, which, as you can see, let me clean this screen a bit. As you can see by the box there, this is the new Nokia 8110, affectionately known as the banana phone. Now, of course, this is a reboot of the screen is still dirty. It's not even a touch screen. This is a reboot of the phone that was in the Matrix. But if you Google it, and which I did, you will, because I'd forgotten what it actually looked like. The Matrix phone had an antenna, and also I just read that in the Matrix movie, the slider was spring loaded, and it wasn't on the original phone. Didn't have that. They only made it spring loaded for the movie. And Nokia, or HMD, who are now making Nokia, are considered actually putting a spring on this, and I think it would have been really fun, but possibly it would have cost a lot of money or made the phone more expensive, and who knows, it might not have lasted very long. So anyway, I've reviewed a couple of these Nokia dumb phones, and this one is not quite as dumb as the others, shall we say. So let me just get into the specs a bit. So it has a 2.4 inch screen. The resolution is pretty low res. It's 160 times 120. I had to look there, but I like it. It seems pretty decent. It has a Qualcomm 205 CPU. It has 512 MB of RAM, 4 GB internal memory. It's a 2 megapixel camera here, and it has a LED flash. And it's 4G LTE. Okay, so I mean, it's not going to. It's of course not. It's not the phone that I'm filming it on, which is iPhone 10. But I think it is a really pretty decent phone. The price, this came from souk.com, was 275 rials, and I think it really does have some merits. I've been using it for a week. Call quality is excellent. I was really surprised. And I've been kind of enjoying using it, although I found it quite difficult to do some text messaging. I would say about the black one probably better. My eyes are getting worse, so I found it difficult. Of course, it's people are better. I just forgot how to text message and how to put messages in. But anyway, you would just need some practice, and then you'll be good to go. So now the interesting thing about this, as opposed to the 3310, is this is running its own OS, and it's called Kos OS, and I think it's quite interesting. Initially, when you when you set it up, I couldn't find the store for Kos OS. I'm just going through the menu here, and then I had to Google it, and the Kos OS store doesn't come on to your phone until you put in inactivated SIM card. So ultimately then it started working. Now at the moment they don't have a lot of stuff, but they're saying that there's going to be Facebook, there is Twitter, and there's going to be Facebook, and there's going to be WhatsApp and Google Assistant, and they're hopeful, and there's a number of games here as well. Actually, there's more games than anything else. So they said that this OS is going to be added to, and I believe that it probably will be, because I think that even Google have piled. I was reading have piled a lot of money into this Kos OS, because it's kind of the bridge between a dumb phone and a smartphone, and I think it has a lot of merit. So let me just show you. Where's the Twitter? So just out of interest, so here is the Twitter app. Of course, you can go through the browser and sign in with all of you know, to all your Instagrams and stuff like that. But you know, there's so there you can see my feed coming up, and of course you use the cursor thing here to scroll through. And look, it's not bad. And if you imagine that, you know, countries, third world countries, or India, Southeast Asia, whereas a lot of people, you know, who want access to the internet but don't necessarily have the money to buy a fancy phone, this could be, you know, the answer for them. So I think it'll be interesting to see once if they said there's definitely going to be more apps, so we're waiting for likes of WhatsApp, Facebook, etc. I think it'll be really interesting to see. What else can I tell you? Okay, well, as I say, the camera's not any great shakes. What do I want to do here? Allow. So let me try and take a photo here so I can show you. Let me take a photo here. Yeah, that's my Fuji X-T1. And then preview. There you go. Okay, right. It's not going to win any awards for you know, quality, but again, it's certainly, if you have some social media apps, I think it is more than acceptable, so I'm not going to complain about it. I think it's pretty decent. As I said, call quality is good. Now the famous Snake game is here and it's been updated, and let me see, I will show you it. Do you want sound? Yes. Play. Press to continue. So you could while away your hours. I'm not sure. I never played the original game, so you could while away the hours. So let me get out of here. Exit. Oh. There we go. So yeah, also when you put in your SIM card, a couple of game demos come, and let me show you the graphics. Not bad, actually. The graphics is not bad here. This is it's like Temple Run. It's called Danger Dash. It's just a demo, but you can buy the I don't know how much it is, but you can buy the full game. So let's see, play demo. Oh, there was a, sorry. Play demo, then play demo. Boom. Let it start up here. My kid was playing this last night, and this is one of the reasons why I bought this phone, is that so here we go. Oh, missed it. So use the cursor. Let me try it. Whee! And the sound is actually pretty decent from this thing. Oh, I'm not the best at playing this kind of game. I don't know what's happening here. Alright. Oh, Right, anyway, you get the idea. The sound is pretty good. Just come out of this. Oh, sorry. My God. Okay. I didn't work out how to get out of it. And of course my kid worked it out very easily. What does this say? Arrow is going that way, then home. Is that right? Ah, okay. Do you want to? Yes, I do. And then, okay, so excuse me for that. My kid was playing it and she knows better than me. So anyway, look, there's some games there. It looks pretty good, sounds pretty good. I think for people will be relatively happy with this. So having used it this last week, it's been fun, and I've enjoyed it. The battery life is pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's pretty decent. And really, if you're not using your 4G and you're have it on, it's probably I didn't charge it for I think 4 days up until last night, and it still had a wee bit of power left in it. So you're pretty decent for that. You could leave it in you could have this as your sort of emergency phone. You could leave it in your car. And as I say, I plan to give it to my kid. I thought that I will program just my wife and my number in here. She's pretty tech savvy at 6 years old, and it just gives us some way to speak to her should we need to talk to her, or if she wants to talk to us. I think it's just a good idea, as opposed to giving her an expensive phone. No way. And this is relatively simple. In the box came a pair of headphones, because you can see we have a headphone jack here, and the sound was not bad actually. I only played it with what do you call it, with the game, with the car game. There's another game here, it's like a car racing game, so it was pretty decent. And of course you can use Bluetooth headphones, and I was going to try it, but I never got round to it. But again, for what it is, it's more than acceptable. What else can I tell you? Yeah, well, you can put in. Oh, so let me show you before I forget. Here, let me get it here. So the back opens here, as we can see. The battery now, I forgot what the battery is, so I will take it out. The battery is a 1500 mAh battery, so you can put SD card in, dual SIM. Obviously it takes nano SIM, and I think that's whatever the other SIM, micro SIM or whatever it's called, can't remember the name of it, the next one up from nano SIM. So you can put in I think it's up to 32 GB of memory, and you could have this as your music player, and I think you would be more than happy. The sound quality, as I said, is decent, and if you have a better pair of headphones, it would be even better. And you could play there so to your heart's content. So Kos OS is the name. Nokia 8110 is the phone. I really like it. Now, it's not a lot of money. It is a 4G phone. It would be a great gift. It would be a great second phone. You could do what I'm going to do and give it to your kid. It's just a bit of fun. Now, first thing my kid asked me last night was, can you buy me a case for it? And I said, oh, okay, so let me have a look. And I looked on eBay. And I couldn't see anything. The only thing that they had was like one of these cases that you connect to your belt on your hip and put it on there, but there was no kind of rubber case as of yet, but this phone is pretty new. I think it only came in May, so hopefully there will be more options case wise, and that's about it. I just think it's a really fun phone. It takes a bit of use to getting back to using a keypad, and when to answer a call, you just, when it starts ringing, of course, when you flip this open, it automatically answers, and then when you close it, it will obviously disconnect. So it's pretty fun. Yeah, that's about it. I can't think of anything else that I wanted to say, or can I? Let me just see. Was there one more thing that I wanted to say? One more thing. No. Let me show you the browser. Maybe that's what it was. So yeah, okay. So let me show you Facebook. You can kind of pin the some websites to the. It gives you an option to pin, so they're easier to find. So this is Facebook. I just really wanted to show you how it looked on the 2.4-inch screen, and there you can see my feed, and it's not bad at all. It's fine. It's a lot of fun. I would be, if you gave me this as a gift, I would be more than happy. So yeah, that's it. The Nokia 8110 4G LTE, the 2018 edition. Any questions, any comments, I will do my best to answer them. Let me get back to the Matrix. Okay, that's it. Bye.